Are you tired of putting so much money into this game and getting absolutely nothing you wanted? Head on over to MrMcCoin.com and use code GS for 15% off all your purchases, which include player training coins and more. Link is in the description. What's going on, guys? GS here. Welcome back to another Madden 20 video. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. So yesterday, you guys seen that we went ahead and got our 35 wins for Jalen Ramsey. That is who we went ahead and chose for the free MUT hero out of the House Rules 35 wins. So we were at about 2.1 mil, and we were waiting to get Aaron Donald. We also needed a bunch of training to be able to get Jalen Ramsey, to be able to power him up and all that stuff. So we got it done, and we made some offensive changes because this House Rules really showed me what it is I need and don't need. Let's jump right into our offense, and this is what we're going to be rocking with. So we'll give it a second, see if you could notice the difference on our offensive squadron here. We'll give it a second. We'll give it a second. We'll give it a second. And for those of you that spotted that there is no Michael Jeremiah Vick, you are correct. I went ahead and sold Vick. This game is so much about abilities that it really showed me just how significant abilities are compared to how good players are. Michael Vick is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to just pure speed, running beyond the line of scrimmage. Behind the line of scrimmage, with the escape artists, him, Andrew Luck, Steve Young, they're all just going to run the same. Russell Wilson, they're extremely fast. They're very difficult to track down. But once they pass the line of scrimmage, that's where Michael Vick shines because he's so fast. He's going to be able to just create so much havoc if you give him too much space downfield because he's just so much faster than everyone else. But outside of that, his abilities are not good. He does not have any good abilities. All he has is escape artists. And this game is truly about abilities. Abilities will absolutely turn a player into a superhuman. And unfortunately, the only superhuman ability Vick has is escape artist, to where if I went ahead and had Russell Wilson, who I eventually want to hopefully get back at some point, he has the dashing Deadeye, and like Michael Vick just misses so many throws on the run, where if I had Andrew Luck, if I had Russell Wilson, I wouldn't have to worry about that because every single Terry throw on the run is just going to be absolutely perfect. And outside of fast break, which I don't really utilize often, Michael Vick does not have good abilities. He doesn't, and it was very rough in House Rules using him because I can't run, right? So it's like, all right, let's just put Troy Aikman in. And I started putting Troy Aikman in. And I haven't really used him too much because I've just been pure Vick since I got Vick. And I was truly just dominating with Troy Aikman, being able to put corner routes in certain situations, being able to put posts, and being able to mix and match some good route combinations. I was able to take advantage of that and completely take my passing game to the next level. Now, Troy Aikman is probably going to be here for not too much longer. They dropped the Jadeveon Clowney today. I'm not sure if I'm going to get him. I'm thinking about it. We do know that we have another limited coming this week. So there's definitely a lot of coins that need to be, saved up. Eventually, though, I want to go ahead and get back Russell Wilson or go in the direction of Andrew Luck because Dash and Deadeye is just so important. And when you scramble, when you have speed, you tend to take off a lot. And when you take off a lot, you want to be able to throw on the run and you want to be able to take advantage of an ability if I could. And that is why, without no question, if Mahomes were able to get escape artists, he would easily be the best quarterback possibly in the history of Ultimate Team ever, with Dash and Deadeye and No Look Deadeye. Like every single throw on the run, a crossbody, on the move is going to be on the money. So until he gets that, I need someone with Dashing Deadeye and Escape Artist, because that ability, when I noticed playing with Russell Wilson, it's just so much needed for someone like me who tends to just run outside the pocket way too much. Eventually, I'm going to get Saquon Barkley. I probably got to work on a bunch of solos, but I will be getting him. But defense, though, we did end up getting Aaron Donald, and we end up getting Jalen Ramsey. So we end up getting both of these guys added to the defense, and it just makes the defense that much better. And this card right here is truly phenomenal. Like, I have some gameplay coming out later on today, and it's going to be in house rules. And the reason why I decided to capture house rules gameplay is that people have to pass, right? So what better way to showcase a pass rusher and a pass defender in a mode to where they have to pass the ball? So we figure we'll go into house rules, and this guy right here is just, I mean, I've had some good pass rushers, right? Like, I've got Von Miller souped up with Broncos Chem, and I've got this guy and that guy, and when I tell you, as soon as the ball is hiked, this guy, it's like he has unstoppable active. This monster will come swarming around, and it is wild on how good this guy is. Like, it is absolutely positively disgusting on how good this card is. 93 block shed, 95 power move, 92 finesse move, 93 play record. But I think the most important thing outside of his block shed and his pass rushing attributes, one, all his traits are yes, bull rush move, spin move. Like, he has the best traits in the game, all of them. And he has 96 strength with maxed out brawler. 96 strength. That just makes him so quick, so fast, that he is just going to be an absolute monster. Now, I haven't played with him unactive. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Lawrence Taylor, Von Miller, all those guys, whenever they're not active, they're just not that good. They don't produce like that. But if I can get some type of production out of Aaron Donald when he's not active, now that is what I'll be looking for, because any card is going to do pretty good active. I can activate Reggie White. I can activate DeMarcus Lawrence. They're all going to do pretty well because, again, those abilities just take it to the next level. Those abilities are absolutely insane, and they will just have any card just thriving in the right situation. But this guy is just dang near unstoppable when I had him. No pun intended, because that's his X Factor. And again, we're going to have some gameplay later on today with both of those guys. And then we got Jalen Ramsey fully powered up here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at him. 91 speed. Actually, let's go to compare. That way we can just take a look at everything here. All right, we will go to compare. And you see 91 speed, 88 excel, 85 agility, 90 jumping, 91 play rec, 96 man, 94 zone with a press of 96. So extreme press, tremendous man coverage and zone coverage, and he is one of the very few guys that can get man up and zoned out all at the same time. So him and Willie Brown are able to get zoned out and manned up. So no matter the situation, if I'm going to be in zone, if I'm going to be in man, if I'm going to cross man, if I'm going to do whatever, these guys have the ability to just, thrive no matter the coverage I put out on the field, and that's important. Eventually, I want to try and get both Brawler and Sprinter on the team. Eventually, because Brawler to me is more significant for my style of play and how I play with running the ball so much, and offensive linemen and tight ends. I want them to have their strength. It's very, very, very important. But Sprinter, I eventually want to have on all my wide receivers, on all my cornerbacks, to have extra excel, because I want them to be a little quicker. So once it's impossible to do now because you can only get ×1 on everything, but eventually, a little deeper on down the line on the game, once we start getting 95s and 96s and we get to that point, you can put ×2 on people. And when we get to that point, I can easily have all my offensive linemen, my defensive linemen, and maybe some extra, players that aren't really going to see the field, boosted up extra. with brawler and sprinter here and there, to where I can have both brawler and sprinter maxed out on both. Now I have my entire wide receiver and secondary core with sprinter, and all my offensive linemen and defensive linemen and linebackers with brawler, and I can take advantage of both, because I do know that with 94, Jalen Ramsey is a 94 overall with sprinter, because he has that extra excel and stuff like that, because strength isn't really going to benefit a cornerback as much it is going to a defensive lineman or an offensive lineman or a tight end or like that. But nonetheless, this card looks really, really, really good. I had him active. He made okay plays, but for the most part, it's not easy. Unless I'm using him, it's not easy to see plays made from a cornerback like that in a short period of time, because they can just not throw towards them, and he could just be doing a good job of coverage, and I'm thinking he's not doing anything because they're not throwing his way. But we did pick up Jalen Ramsey, we did pick up Aaron Donald, and we will have gameplay with them a little later on today. And we got rid of Vick, and with the coins that we have, we're probably going to try and stack and save until we can get the limited coming out, whoever that is, who I'm hearing through the grapevine is going to be Dion. And let's say we get a cornerback Dion, then that right there, just, I don't know. We have so many good corners. I still have Darius Slay. I still have Richard Sherman. There's just so many good cornerbacks that not really sure who he's going to replace. He'll probably replace Ty Law until Ty Law can get his next captain badge, and that right there is going to allow him to get man up and zoned out together. Until then, we'll probably just stay with Dion if he comes out over Law. But two monsters added to the defense. Saquon Barkley will be replacing Melvin Gordon, because he does get evasive and leapfrog. And leapfrog could be very, very, very good whenever you're just, there's someone trailing behind you and you can literally just jump over their dive attempt, which is going to be very, very, very helpful to be able to have both. But yeah, so be on the lookout for gameplay a little later on today. Still not sure which direction I want to go for quarterback. I want to get Russell Wilson. Like, I know Andrew Luck is cheaper and he's better in every way, but I'm not sure. Like, he's older, so I really don't want to try and throw Luck gameplay out there. You guys already seen him probably a handful of times, so I think I'd rather go Russell Wilson, even though he's very expensive. It's your boy Jess. We're going to go ahead and have it signing out, man. Until next time, peace.